They say dogs love unconditionally, but that's not entirely true because while dogs may be friendly to many, they reserve their deepest loyalty, quirkiest habits, and most vulnerable moments for just one person, their favorite. And if you're that person, your dog is doing things for you that no one else will ever see. In this video, we will talk about 8 extraordinary things dogs do only for their chosen human, and why each one reveals a love that's quiet, powerful, and real. 1. They mirror your emotions like a shadow. Dogs are emotional mirrors, but they don't reflect everyone. They tune into the person they trust most. Studies from the University of Vienna and Emory University show that dogs can read human facial expressions and even detect emotional shifts in voice tone. But here's the twist. They only respond deeply to the emotions of their favorite person. If you're anxious, your dog might pace or whine. If you're sad, they'll quietly sit beside you, sometimes pressing their body against yours. And if you're joyful, they'll bounce around like they've won the lottery. This isn't just empathy, it's emotional synchronization. Behaviorists call this emotional contagion, and it's strongest between bonded pairs. In fact, dogs have been shown to experience elevated cortisol levels when their favorite person is stressed. That means your dog doesn't just notice your feelings, they feel them. This mirroring behavior is a survival trait. In the wild, wolves synchronize with pack leaders to stay safe and coordinated. Domesticated dogs have adapted this instinct to their human alpha, but only if that person has earned their trust. So, if your dog seems to just know when you've had a bad day, it's not a coincidence. It's a sign that you're their emotional anchor. 2. They break the rules. But only with you dogs are creatures of habit. They learn boundaries, routines, and rules, but when it comes to their favorite person, those rules sometimes bend, and not in a disobedient way, in a deeply personal one. For example, a dog might be trained not to jump on furniture, but when their favorite person sits on the couch, they'll sneak up and curl beside them. Or they might be shy around strangers, but suddenly bark protectively when someone approaches you. This selective behavior is called contextual bonding. It means the dog isn't just reacting to the environment, they're reacting to you in that environment. They feel safe enough to break protocol because their loyalty overrides training. In one study from the University of Helsinki, dogs were observed in controlled environments with multiple handlers. The dogs consistently broke behavioral patterns only when their primary caregiver was present. They whined more, sought physical contact, and even ignored commands from others. This isn't defiance, it's attachment. Dogs don't just follow rules, they follow hearts. And when they choose you, they'll bend their world to stay close. 3. They share their most vulnerable moments. Dogs are masters of hiding discomfort. In the wild, showing weakness could mean death. Even domesticated dogs often mask pain or fear, but there's one exception: their favorite person. If your dog has ever come to you when they're scared, during thunderstorms, fireworks, or illness, that's a profound sign of trust. They're choosing to be vulnerable in front of you, knowing you'll protect them. This behavior is rooted in attachment theory. Just like human infants seek comfort from a primary caregiver, dogs seek safe haven from their bonded human. It's not just about physical safety, it's emotional reassurance. Some dogs even exhibit contact-seeking behaviors, like pressing their head into your chest or pawing gently at your arm. These aren't random, they're signals of emotional need, and they're only shown to someone the dog sees as a secure base. Interestingly, dogs also show their belly, a vulnerable area, only to people they trust. It's not just a request for belly rubs, it's a gesture of surrender, saying, "I trust you with my life." So the next time your dog curls up beside you during a storm, remember, they're not just scared, they're choosing you as their shelter. 4. They guard you even when you don't notice. Guarding isn't always dramatic. It's not just barking at strangers or standing between you and danger. Sometimes it's subtle. A dog might position themselves between you and the door, or they'll sleep facing outward, keeping watch while you rest. These behaviors are called protective posturing, and they're reserved for the person a dog feels most bonded to. It's not about dominance, it's about devotion. In fact, dogs have been shown to exhibit anticipatory defense, where they react to perceived threats before they happen, and they only do this for their favorite human. It's a form of proactive loyalty rooted in pack survival instincts. One fascinating study from Japan tracked dogs' eye movements and body language in public spaces. Dogs consistently scanned the environment more when their primary person was present compared to when they were with others. Their vigilance increased, not because they were anxious, but because they were on duty. This kind of silent protection is one of the deepest signs of love. Your dog isn't just living with you, they're watching over you. 5. They create a language that only you understand. Dogs don't speak English, but they do speak you. Over time, dogs develop a unique communication style with their favorite person. It's a blend of body language, vocalizations, and learned signals that don't exist anywhere else. Maybe your dog gives a specific look when they want to go outside, or they nudge your hand in a certain way when they want affection. These aren't universal, they're personalized. Behaviorists call this dyadic communication. It means the dog and human have created a two-way language built on shared experiences. And it's only possible with deep emotional bonding. In fact, dogs have been shown to modify their behavior based on how their favorite person responds. If you laugh when they tilt their head, they'll do it more. If you reward a certain bark, they'll use it to get your attention. It's not manipulation, it's connection. This private language is one of the most beautiful parts of the human-dog bond. It's not taught, it's earned, and it's a sign that your dog doesn't just live with you, they understand you. 6. They follow you from room to room, even when nothing's happening. It's one of the most common and most misunderstood dog behaviors. You get up to grab a glass of water and your dog trails behind you. You walk into the bathroom and they sit outside the door. You move from the living room to the bedroom and they're right there like a furry shadow. This isn't clinginess, it's connection. Dogs are social animals, descended from wolves who relied on pack cohesion for survival. In the wild, separation could mean danger. So, when your dog follows you around, they're not just curious, they're maintaining proximity to their emotional anchor. But here's the nuance. Dogs don't do this with everyone. They might be friendly with guests or affectionate with family members, but this kind of constant, quiet companionship is reserved for their favorite person. Behaviorists call this proximity seeking, and it's a powerful sign of attachment. It's not about needing something, it's about being with someone. Your presence is comforting, stabilizing, and emotionally rewarding. Some dogs even adjust their walking pace to match yours. They'll slow down if you're tired or speed up if you're in a rush. It's a subtle form of synchronization that shows just how attuned they are to your rhythm. So the next time your dog follows you into a room and simply lies down, know this. They're not waiting for a treat. They're choosing to exist in your orbit. 7. They greet you like you've been gone for years, even if it's just minutes. There's something magical about a dog's greeting. The tail wags so hard it shakes their whole body, the eyes light up. Sometimes they bark, spin, or even bring you a toy. And it doesn't matter if you've been gone for 5 hours or 5 minutes. The joy is the same. This isn't just excitement, it's emotional release. Dogs experience time differently than humans. While they don't track minutes and hours the way we do, they do feel the absence of their favorite person. And when that person returns, it triggers a flood of oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers to infants. In fact, MRI studies have shown that a dog's brain lights up in the reward center when they smell their favorite human. That means your scent alone can trigger happiness. But here's the key: dogs don't greet everyone this way. They might wag politely for others, but the full body celebration is reserved for the person they're most bonded to. It's a reunion, a relief, and a reaffirmation of love. Some dogs even vocalize in unique ways: soft whines, happy growls, or excited yips that they don't use with anyone else. It's their personal language of joy, crafted just for you. So when your dog greets you like you're the hero of their story, believe it, you are. 8. They sleep in positions that keep them close, but also watchful. Sleep is vulnerability. In the wild, animals only rest when they feel safe. For dogs, sleep positions can reveal a lot about their emotional state and their relationship with you. If your dog sleeps curled up beside you with their back touching yours, that's a sign of trust. If they sleep with their head on your feet, they're anchoring themselves to your presence. And if they sleep facing the door while staying close to you, they're protecting you, even in their most vulnerable state. This behavior is called guarded resting, and it's a blend of comfort and vigilance. Dogs want to be near their favorite person, but they also want to be ready, just in case. Interestingly, some dogs will adjust their sleep schedule to match yours. They'll nap when you nap, wake when you stir, and even shift positions based on your movements. It's a form of co-regulation, where your rhythms become theirs. And while dogs may sleep near others in the household, this kind of synchronized protective rest is usually reserved for their chosen human. It's not just about warmth, it's about loyalty. So if your dog chooses to sleep beside you in a position that keeps one ear open and one eye half closed, they're not just resting, they're watching over you, even in dreams. If your dog does even one of these things, you're not just their owner, you're their chosen person. And that's a bond worth celebrating. Let us know in the comments, what's the most special thing your dog does just for you? Share your story, because every dog-human bond is a love letter waiting to be told. And if this video made you smile, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we've got more heartwarming science coming your way.